Today on Forbes, inside Jeffrey Epstein's secretive Silicon Valley investments. In 2010, Jeffrey Epstein received an email from a contact looking for advice on investing in a prominent venture capital firm. He had no in. According to an email published by the Department of Justice, he wrote, quote, "Silicon Valley is another world." But within a few years, the disgraced financier would be trading emails with some of tech's most powerful figures, from Elon Musk and Sergey Brin to Bill Gates and Reid Hoffman, and boasting in a 2016 email of, quote, "lots of friends in Silicon Valley." Now, newly released emails from the Department of Justice reveal further details on how Epstein translated an incredible level of access to some of the wealthiest and most powerful tech titans of our time into personal investments, including checks to both venture funds and major startups like Coinbase. But they also highlight how, despite his network, he ultimately made surprisingly few deals, and in some cases may have left hundreds of millions of dollars on the table. A source familiar with Epstein's thinking says, quote, "He wasn't very good at tech investing." The source added that despite Epstein's networking with tech CEOs and venture capitalists, quote, "I'm not sure that was his world, and that's why I don't think he did very well in it." That these tech billionaires appear in the latest dump of documents does not mean they did anything illegal in maintaining contact with Epstein. Many of those named have denied or downplayed ties to Epstein. However, it does raise uncomfortable questions about why so many sought his counsel, funds, and advice long after his 2008 sex crime conviction. One of Epstein's earliest and most prolific correspondents in tech was PayPal founder and Founders Fund investor Peter Thiel. Epstein swapped scores of emails with the conservative investor dating back to 2014, and the pair appear to have met for meals at least 8 times through 2017, according to emails in the DOJ archive. The emails show Epstein floated invitations for dinner with academic Noam Chomsky, director Woody Allen, and former Norwegian diplomat Tarjei Ruud-Larsen over email, and offered intros to the likes of former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak and former Russian Deputy Economy Minister Sergei Belyakov. On multiple occasions, Epstein invited Thiel to his island. In 2014, he wrote, quote, "I'm always free to do as I please. Would you prefer to visit the island, or I can meet in NY?" Thiel's spokesperson Jeremiah Hall said Thiel never traveled to the island and did not comment further on the billionaire venture capitalist's dealings with Epstein. The relationship seems to have paid off for Epstein. In 2015 and 2016, he committed to invest $40 million into Valor Ventures, a fund co-founded by Thiel that backs startups outside Silicon Valley, like British money transfer platform Wise, formerly known as TransferWise, French bank Conto, and New Zealand accounting tool Xero. The investment had ballooned to $170 million as of last year, according to the New York Times, raking in millions for Epstein's estate if sold. Beyond Thiel's Valor, Epstein's biggest tech win seems to have been backing Coinbase. He invested $3 million at a $400 million valuation in 2014, according to the DOJ emails. The files also reveal that Epstein sold half his stake to crypto fund Blockchain Capital in 2018 for $15 million. The crypto exchange went public in 2021 and now has a market cap of $49 billion. It is unknown if Epstein's estate held the other half of his original stake in Coinbase until its initial public offering. If he did, it would have been worth around $30 million at the IPO, 2 years after he died. This lucrative deal was brokered by former child actor and crypto investor Brock Pierce, who at the time was working with Blockchain Capital. The disgraced financier's files also show that he invested in multiple other venture funds. But beyond Coinbase and Valor Ventures, it does not appear Epstein translated his tech connections into other successful investments. Instead, he walked away from multiple deals. In one 2014 email exchange with Thiel, Epstein asked if he should take a stake in Spotify, then valued at $5 billion. The king of contrarian investors told him to pass on the streaming service, and also advised against investing in Palantir, the defense tech firm he co-founded, saying the price was, quote, "below market." Remarkably bad advice. Spotify went public at a $27 billion valuation in 2017. Palantir peaked on the NASDAQ at a $494 billion market cap. For full coverage, check out Ian Martin and Phoebe Liu's piece on forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.